Hello, fellow YouTubers. How are you today? Now, I just started my channel about a week ago, 8 days to be exact. Now, today's subject is going to be about meeting the right Filipina and the process of it. Now, I'm going to tell you how I met my wife, who's Filipina, and let's see how this works out. Because there's many ways you can meet a Filipina nowadays. Okay, 2015, I was 55 years old. She was working at a resort, and I approached her a few times, and then I got her Facebook page, and she friended me right there. And what I did was I messaged her, say how's work, how you doing, how you feeling, how things going, a little small talk. And what I did was I said, would you like to go out to lunch? I took her out for lunch. We had a lunch date, which worked out great. I got to know, we just talked and talked and talked, and we went on a few more dates. And I didn't know a lot about Filipinos at the time, but all I knew is that, wow, I didn't know they made women like this. It's great. Now, they grow up in a society that's impoverished, so they got very little, but they're very happy people for the little stuff they have. And so they're not materialistic. They're very, very family oriented. Great people, compassionate people. So when I met her, things went really well, and I said, I don't want to let this one go. I married her in 2016. We had a beautiful wedding. And then 2017, we had a baby together, which is now 7 years old. And you're saying, wow, I'm 63 now, and now I have a 7-year-old. Do I want the responsibility? I'm not saying you have to go out and have a baby with them. At the time, I was depressed. I felt like my life is going nowhere, and I needed some kind of a change, some kind of a boost. So now, having a little girl, it gave me a reason to wake up, get kisses every day. She tells me she loves me. Wonderful, beautiful little child. I'll show you a picture in a minute, okay? And I'm living the life. I've never been happier, ever. So it took me all these years to learn all about this. I wish I would have found out sooner. Okay, now getting back to you. How you're going to meet a Filipina is this. You take a vacation, you fly to the Philippines. Oh, first, you know what? Watch a bunch of videos on YouTube about the Philippines. Retiring there or traveling there, seeing the different places. There's so many beautiful places in the Philippines. All right. Now, what's going to be a shock to your system, and it's a shock to a lot of people, is the poverty there. There is a lot of poverty. All right. These people live with very little income. So, but that's amazing, because when you go there and you go to some of these places, they're happy. They're smiling, laughing, they're drinking, they're hanging out with family and friends, and they're doing this and that, and it's amazing, so they're very family oriented, they're compassionate people, they'll do anything, they'll help you out, and they're very bright people. They know how to fix anything. I mean, they can fix your computer, they can build your house, they can fix your car. I don't know how they know all this stuff, but they do, because they're self-sufficient, you can't afford to pay anybody, so you learn how to do it, I guess. All right, so now you got a background on what kind of people you're dealing with, all right? Oh, so first of all, because of these conditions, the women are looking for financial security. It's not a bad thing, folks. It's not a bad thing. Some people freak out. Oh, she wants money for this and that and this and that. She keeps asking for money. Okay, they have no money. You can't blame them. That's how they live. They live on $5, $10 a day salary. That's it. So they want somebody that's going to take care of them. Now, you're a foreigner. You're an American. Right away, they got security. And I have a savings account. My wife works, so she's helping out with all the bills. Living in the States is like living in a rat race. You struggle and struggle to pay your bills, and you never catch up, and people are negative, divided here. People hate each other. This side's not talking to that side, and whatever. That's another story, though, okay? So getting back to meeting the right Filipina, okay? So these women, no matter where you go, if you go to the provinces or you're gonna go to the cities, you're gonna meet women and they're gonna approach you because they're gonna see that you're a foreigner. They're gonna think you're wealthy, so they might flirt with you a little bit. Some of these women are gonna be scammers. Some are gonna be good women. You know, you got to use common sense in determining, who's taking advantage of you. Why is she always asking me for money or whatever? You walk away from that. Okay, and the women there aren't going to disrespect you like the women in the Western countries, okay, or the U.S. Like they're not going to go tell you to F off, leave me alone or whatever, okay? You just got to be a nice guy, respectful guy. If you're a positive guy, you're going to be fine. Don't worry, you're going to be fine. You'll meet somebody because there's too many good women there for you not to meet anybody. So if you don't meet anybody, you have a problem meeting, then you better look at yourself because I don't know what you're doing wrong. So, all right, you go to a cafe, you see a beautiful Filipina, your age category that you're looking for, and everything looks great. Walk up to her. Don't be afraid to say anything. Just say hello. How are you? Oh, what kind of coffee you have, or whatever. Just think of something. I'm not an expert on picking up women, so I'm probably not good at giving advice. But you know what I'm trying to say. Make small talk. You know what? Oh, you're on Facebook? Can you friend me on there? And you're in. You keep doing that until you got the right woman. You might meet her in a retail store at the mall or somewhere, or the bank or whatever. You're gonna meet. You're gonna meet if you want to meet them. Now the shy ones will go hee hee hee. Those are usually the younger ones. All right, they're very shy. They cover their mouths and they start giggling. All right, the older women are more mature. That's what I prefer. My wife, again, like I said, was 39 going on 40 when I met her. So she was more mature and she was working on her own, taking care of herself. So I had a little up there. So that's what you want to look for. Going online is a big mistake, I think. That's my opinion. But I've heard good things about it. I've heard people have success. I've heard a lot of good success stories there. But you're going to have to do a long distance relationship for a while and then just go back and forth and back and forth. And then you're going to fly and meet them. And what happens if you get there and it doesn't work out? A lot of times they're going to be scammers and they just want to use you for money. So there's a lot of really bad stories too. So the traditional way, the right way, is meeting them in person. Again, watch a lot of videos. I'm here for you. I'm here to help you. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment or email me. I will get back to you. I'll answer any of your questions that you need to answer about retirement, about meeting a Filipina, anything on the subject of traveling or whatever. Okay, and I'm going to be sending out more videos as I go along. Again, I've been here just over a week on this YouTube here, and hopefully I'll be successful. So subscribe. If you subscribe, it helps me out. And